What's up, guys? Iceman here. So first off, I'd like to thank my boy, Baza. Yeah, we've been running up in here for a while now, on Diablo, Path of Diablo specifically. And he is my top patron. He just gave me, really nice tip. So, he knows that I'm cheap as fuck. And he wanted me, in fact, with this tip. He was like, Iceman, go take your woman out, bruh. Even get an appetizer when you go out because, yeah, I think he knew that I wasn't going to get an appetizer. But it's really nice, man, because I normally don't, go out to eat very often. I mean, it sounds nice. It sounds great. Especially with the idea that it's not going to be coming out of my pocket. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Boz is a really generous guy. And, yeah, even if he didn't give me a freaking dime, man, I'd still be chilling with him on here. As I chill with some of you other guys as well. But nonetheless, man, he's very generous. He's a hard-working motherfucker. So, and he must find me someone entertaining, I think. So he likes to throw me some shekels and stuff. But yeah, very generous of you, man. So thank you for that. He's also good at math and shit. Like with my barbarian, back in the day, I had this grief. And he had all these charts and shit, man. With like an outlook thing and all these graphs and shit. All these calculations. He's like a mathematician or some shit. So I was looking at that and I was like, the fuck? And I was like, oh, shit, I guess my bobble, yeah, it's doing a lot of damage, man. Holy shit. So he's like a mathematician or some shit too. But nonetheless, man, thank you for that. And thank you, James, as well. James threw me 15 bucks. I was like, damn, dude. Thank you. It was partly his reaction because I made a video. And after that video, where we had a shortcoming on the server, and after that video, I mean, good things happen, man. I guess that's all I'll say, you know what I mean? Good things happen. So what happened then after that was James decided to give me a little donation, so that was nice of you, bro. Thank you for that. I appreciate that from you guys. And I mean, Baza's donation, shit! Like, Valentine's Day's coming around the corner, you know what I mean? Oh, look at this, little tell orb. Damn! Let's see if it's 2 skill. But while that sounds fun, that Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I was thinking about, going, I don't know, out on the town for a minute or something with my women. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, but that's going to be costing me, if we go out to eat, that's going to be like 30, 40 bucks or something. But, damn, Baza, he hooked me up, man, because I don't got to worry about that anymore, you know what I mean? It's going to cover the whole damn thing. So, yeah, that's really, a damn generous tip there, bruh. But the thing is, Iceman makes his money go a long ways, Like, I am cheap as fuck. And I know that comes at a cost. When it comes to, having a good time with things or whatever. But I mean, I enjoy a lot of things, man. But that's the truth, is, like, my patrons, like, a little bit counts, Like, I got, like, 10 or 11 patrons or something. And I make it go a long ways, man. And the only reason I'm going out to eat with Baza's thing is because he insisted, And it's nice that I don't even have to make that decision anymore. I don't gotta just be like, fuck it, I just gotta stuff it away. Just gotta stuff it away. No. No, he insisted I go out to eat, so that's what we's gonna do. But enough about that, man, for now. Yeah, but anyway, link in the description for PayPal, tip jar, and my Patreon page. So I appreciate my patrons. I'll be having a little page up here in a minute. Shit, I don't think I have it ready, man. Sometimes I forget. It has all your names on it and all that. But check this out. I'm revisiting the Frenzy Barbarian. Green Man and shit commented on the page. Green Dude, he's the guy behind a lot of this. This game's tight as fuck, man. The truth is, just about everything in Path of Diablo is better than botnet. It's by far, there's almost no comparison anymore, man. This game is so vast, there's so much more to it. You got bigger stash, larger inventory, just simple little things that make it so much better. Splash damage, so melee characters finally are up to par, more so with AoE characters and stuff like that. Splash damage is GG. I'll go on about that later or whatever, I already have several times, but for those of you who don't know, watch my other videos, man. But I ran the cast with my Barb, and it actually seems maybe I was judging him a little too harshly. The thing is, I ran the tiers, and it seems like it was a bit slower, so I talked shit about Baba.
BO obviously has been nerfed, but I think that's okay. This new sigil right here, that is huge, man. Frenzy damage converted to magic damage. You don't have to switch over to Berserk anymore and slowly bash the shit out of physical immunes. This is going to go far, man. And my Baba isn't even optimized. You know what I mean? Look at this. He's wearing Angelic still. This is shit, man. I mean, Angelic's has its purpose. Maybe it'll be good for Uber Tristram. I don't know. But I would like a High Lords. You know, I haven't found one yet. String of Ears, Gore Rider, very basic, Laying of Hands, Death, and Grief. I don't even have a torch down here. You know, I don't have any nice charms really on this character. Duriel's Shell? You serious, bro? You know, just wearing some very basic stuff. Merc has Leviathan. But even with that, man, I don't want to give him my Zan's Fofo. Fortitude would be GG. 300% enhanced damage. I'd like to see what that does to the numbers here. I know it's going to give me a good boost. I mean, obviously, I ain't going to triple it. It's diminished by quite a bit because Frenzy's already increasing it by a few 100%. The damage right there. But I think it's going to add quite a bit. So I think there'll be a significant difference with Fort. And a 3-socketed Ariats. But watch this. Okay, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go as fast as we can, all right? So it's at 9 minutes. Shit, dude, this video's going to be long as fuck. Okay, 9 minutes, 13 seconds. So we're just going to run. And I want you guys to help me out here. Because I was pleasantly surprised, man. And look at this. Death is actually very defensive. You see how Death freezes them? Death is amazing. And the rune word that is. The rune word Death. So, yeah, it seems to work out well here. And I think maybe potentially a better combo would be not Death, but Grief and Death, and not Breath of the Dying and Death. I'd like to compare that, and I do have a 5-socketed Berserker Axe that I would like to make Grief in. And I know it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to have to repair it. It is nice having indestructible items. I don't want to make it into Phase Blade because I think I'd like to make a build that has minimal dex, so I can just pump up vitality. You know, especially with the nerf in battle orders. It'll help with the life on the Barbarian. But just watch this, how fast he's killing shit. I mean, I think he's actually doing a pretty good job. Only level 85, too. You know, when you level up, it really helps. Your chance to hit increases and all that. So, I'd like to compare this to the Blades of Ice Assassin that I have been using. Now, what's GG is I found... Okay, I'm not going to use shrines, actually, because that's going to mess up with the comparison. I'm going to try to remember not to use shrines. But I found an Ohm Rune, bruh. Yeah, I found an Ohm Rune in Tier 1 with my Assassin just like 2 days ago. And I have an Ohm Rune as well. I found on my Baba right here has one. And I have a Claw. So my boy James actually said, you know, hey man, I'll give you a Foul Rune. That's all I need. Ohm, Foul, I don't know if that's the right order, but... to make the Chaos Claw with my Assassin. And I think I'm going to do that. The point of the Chaos Claw, it's not really for Ubering, but I think it'd be fun to have one. I could just take off the Storm Shield, I could still have full Nat set, and I'll have the Claw block skill, probably at 50% block, so a little bit of a hit there with the block compared to Storm Shield. But, what I'm going to gain out of it is having 2 claws at once, obviously. Getting the benefits from both. And we'll see how that goes. Because Chaos shoots Frozen Orb, and you proc it like crazy. Even your Blade Shield procs it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, man. But this Barbarian, I mean, he doesn't even have a torch, bruh. And I already traded for a torch now with my Sin. It's important to kill this guy first. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Almost died. Almost died. Heavy damage on him. Really don't want to die in this video. Yeah, but I was being pretty careless. Okay, let's switch over. Let's hork them. Let's hork these motherfuckers. Actually horked up a Ist rune. Oh, look at here. Superior Colossus Sword. 6 enhanced damage. That's right, my boy Baza, when we was running yesterday, there's an F Colossus Sword that he gave me, man. It dropped in our game. And I'm probably just going to trade it. See if anyone wants it. But the problem is, I think in order to utilize one-handed weapons, you have to put points into one-handed mastery. However, if you're using what's normally a two-handed item like that Colossus Blade, I think two-handed mastery applies to that, even if you're using it in one hand, to my understanding. So you can't really have a two-handed item in one hand and a one-handed item in one hand and be optimal. So there might be a little less desirable. But of course, people can make a two-handed death in that sword, I think is what they do. They'd use it for Whirlwind. So yeah, it has its use there, but I think there's less incentive now. Far less incentive to have like a two-handed sword in one hand and then a one-handed sword in the other hand. But on the plus side, you can mix one-handed swords and one-handed axes with the mastery. And what I'm going on about is the mastery. Because they're changed in Path of Diablo, but I think ultimately it's a good thing. Oh shit. Oh shit, not good, not good, not good, not good. Look at this. He almost got killed. Holy shit, man. Okay. So you guys saw that. Damn, I started at 9 minutes? Look at that. Okay, but we can time it from the video itself, you know, and I'll put in the description when I start playing as the assassin, which is going to be moments from now. I guess I should have said this earlier. But there we go. Two lightning mastery Aki. Okay, now I'm going to grab my assassin, and we're going to see how well this shit goes now. Okay? Yeah, we're going to see how she compares. So I cast all those little things and blade shield and all that. Let's take a look here. Here's the gears, using assassin stuff. Natalia set. Yeah. Storm shield, string of ears, Ravenfrost. Yeah, my damage reduction is way over the cap because I'm wearing storm shield. But so that's why I'm going to make chaos and resort to 2 claws, but I'm going to have to get some more resists elsewhere. So I'm going to have to get some small charms, and I have some stored away. But here's the assassin now. Shit, she's actually killing this stuff fast as fuck. For a minute, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was kind of getting in the mood to play Baba again. Before I started recordings, I ran the cast, I was like, damn, he's doing this pretty fast. But I mean, here goes the assassin now. I mean, so far from my analysis, it seems like she's killing a little faster. She's a bit more optimal for this. On the plus side, she can teleport, see that? And take her Merc and the summon with her. She has an additional summon, which is another plus over the Frenzy Barbarian. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start the chaos now. What time is it? Let's see what time it is. At 1 minute, 25 seconds, alright? And now we're just going to run this and see how fast we can go. Of course, the time's going to vary. I'm not killing all the monsters. So you more just have to assess how fast is she getting rid of these hordes, you know, compared to the Baba. Barely using Death Sentry. Death Sentry has been nerfed a little bit. I think it's for the best, though, because there are more area of effect stuff going on, you know, with splash damage and other things. You know, Blades of Ice skill. Oh, look at this! The unique salad. Hell no. Rockstopper. In fact, she might have a use for Rockstopper if I go away from Nat set. I was thinking about her Crown of Ages, but I mean, shit, it requires such a high strength. But maybe Rockstopper 2-socketed would be epic, man. Oh shit, but there's no leech on any of those, so I might actually go with a Talhelm. I don't know. Just, you know, for more of a budget build if I'm wearing Fortitude, but yeah, that's probably a long ways out, because the best rune I have right now is an Ohm rune. And I only have an rune with that. So after I make Chaos, I'm going to be out of runes, bro. Oh, except for my cherished Burr rune. Yeah, I've been holding on to that sucker. I mean, it sucks, man. I almost just don't even want to use it. But I think eventually, you know, if I want to make an Infinity sometime, I'm going to be pissed if I just trade that thing away. Or if I put it in like a Chains of Honor, which I have been really tempted to. But here's the drawback, man. And I feel set on this right now. This Chains of Honor rocks, man. You know, so GG. Even the damage, I've compared it before in the past. You know, the 200% demon damage, 100% undead damage. That might be calculated differently. than like the enhanced damage modifiers that you get from Fortitude, for example. I don't know, but because it doesn't show on screen, obviously, but it might be calculated differently, to where you're actually doing more damage to demons with Chains of Honor than you are with Fortitude. Maybe it's calculated at the overall damage, but I don't know, man. I don't know how those equations work. Maybe some of you do. I know Baza's good with the math and shit, and if you want to look into it, but of course that has more to do than math, because it has to do with like the coding of the game or some shit. You know, and I never looked into that, but if any of you guys, you know, have an idea, I'd be curious to know. Does like damage to undead and damage to demons on an armor, for example, apply differently than just the straight 300% enhanced damage that something like Fortitude would offer? Or, you know, a socketed armor with enhanced damage gems. I don't know. Oh, shit. Maybe that wasn't a good move. But here we go, man. You guys got to let me know. What do you think about this comparison here? I'm really trying to decide who I want to play as more now. You know, the Baba or the Assassin? I mean, I'm kind of leaning toward the Assassin, not going to lie. For the Baba, like 10 minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago, man, I was leaning toward Baba. But now, after running 2 Chaos runs, maybe Assassin's the way to go. But here we go. Now Diablo's gone. Oh, an Ogre Axe. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're gonna identify that Ogre Axe. Oh, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to corrupt 3 socketed bone heal. That's pretty tight. But yeah, it was like, what was it at? 4 something? That was like 3 minutes? Like shit. But here we go. Okay, we're gonna corrupt this little toad because I have one. I don't want to corrupt the only one I have, but I'm hoping for 3 sockets. I traded 2 OOCs for this. Like, they're cheap as fuck. Damn! Shit. Shit. But that's okay. That's okay, because now I have this one to corrupt as well. So I'll use this one for a minute, and I'll see what happens. You know, I need to find the rune, but I'm gonna corrupt this one as well. But yeah, the point of the video, man, I was hoping for you guys to assess that. What do you think is more optimal? To me, I feel like it's almost a no-brainer from that comparison that this Assassin. But of course, they all have their advantages and disadvantages. Like the Barbarian, for example, can hork shit up. You know, so you have like an additional 50% items from like drops from like the Council, for example. So I could use him for running the Council. How does he compare with like pit runs, where there's just a lot of area you have to cover, but very low HP enemies? You know, compared to this Assassin. He runs faster when he's on Frenzy. You know, maybe the Baba would run the pit better. I don't know. It seems like from this comparison, however, but I need your thoughts on the matter, alright? Because, yeah, it's important to have outside opinions. I could be missing shit. But I guess for my analysis, just from that small anecdotal sample there, I feel like the Assassin might be more optimal for running Chaos Sanctuary, for example. Which would probably also mean she's more optimal at running a lot of things. But like I said, what about the Trav? What about the Pit? Where there are perhaps other factors involved. Oh! Shit! Man, Iceman's been lucky as fuck! Look at this! Check this out. I have 142 Magic Vine. Okay, let's check out these arrows. Increase attack speed. Huh. 10 run walk? That's GG. Let's hope for Wisp, bruh. Let's hope for Wisp. I believe Wisp can drop here. Or has some Jerobo Cathos. Damn! How many fucking nail rings can I find? Shit! Man, there's another video where I found 2 unique rings in the pit, and both were Nagel. Bruh. Yeah, but let me know. Who do you think is more of an optimal build? Let me know in the comment section below. Like this damn video if you haven't yet. Become a patron if you want, bruh. More videos to come. I think I'm going to be putting more time into this Assassin. I'm going to be making that Chaos Claw video on that. Frozen Orb just spewing everywhere. Just probably murdering the shit out of cows like crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. But I got to make it in the right claw. I'm going to make it in either a Runic or a Feral. But Runic is like -30 attack speed base 0 being like even. So when you go into the negatives, it actually is even faster. So it's a very fast attack speed. It's the fastest claw. It takes like a 10 damage hit though, which of course it's going to suffer when it's being multiplied. But this one, this build has so many procs and stuff, I think I'm going to want it in a runic. And I have a nice runic. So I might make it in that little toad. I think it gives like 2 to Death Sentry or something. But and I know there are tons of variables to consider. Like, well, you could have one with Blades of Ice, then you don't have to put a point into Blades of Ice. But the problem is I'm going to be using Blades of Ice when I'm not using that claw. Like when I Uber, for example, I'm going to be taking off Chaos. So I don't want to have a skill on Chaos that I'm going to want to use when I'm not wearing Chaos. You know what I mean? And just Nats in a shield or something. Or Flesh Ripper and some other shit in a shield. And non-Nat set. So
there's a ton of variables involved, bruh. But like this damn video, more videos to come. Looking forward to making that Chaos, and I'll be hitting up them cows, and I'll make a video on that, alright? So, peace with you.